In asexual reproduction, which will be carried out by plants as well as some unicellular organisms, only one parent is involved. There is no fertilization of gametes. Mitotic cell division is the primary form of cell division that takes place, and the offspring, they will be genetically identical to parents. Binary fission is the type of asexual reproduction method used by bacteria. Now, in the bacterial cell, this is their cell wall, and this is their genetic material. They will first make a copy of their DNA of their genetic material. After that, the cell will start to split their cytoplasm, with the genetic material going to either side of the cell. Eventually, two new cells will be formed, each carrying the genetic material that is exactly the same as that of the parent. Vegetative propagation is the method of asexual reproduction used by flowering plants. It happens in the vegetative part, namely the stem, the roots, or the leaves. Now, in winter, the top part of the plant has already died. However, it would have a bud on the storage organ that is still alive. This bud will be able to develop when spring comes and conditions become favorable. It will start developing using the food stored in the storage organ, for example, a potato. It will continue to develop until it has green leaves. When it has green leaves, it can do photosynthesis to provide its own food. It will also have adventitious roots to absorb water from the soil. The plant continues to develop, and as the storage organ uses all its food to provide for the plant, it will dry up. The new leaves formed in this new plant will carry out photosynthesis to store food in a new storage organ. This new storage organ can provide the food needed for the next round of vegetative propagation for the new plant when it is about to reproduce. Now let's take a look at some examples of vegetative propagation. The potato is a storage organ that we all like to eat and is an example of a stem tuber. Onions, they have fleshy scale leaves and are examples of bulbs. Water chestnuts, they are an example of what we call the corm. Finally, ginger as well as lotus, we are all familiar with it. They are examples of rhizomes. They are all storage organs. Now, this can also be done in an artificial way. One example would be cutting in the violet plant. So you cut a leaf, put it into water until the root develops, and then you put it back into the soil for it to grow and develop into a whole new plant.